Hello, school-based counselors. My name is Susie, and I'm from Counseling Fanny Pack of Fun. And today I'm going to be talking about cognitive behavioral therapy. I have a store in TPT called Counseling Fanny Pack of Fun, and I sell a lot of products that can help you, the school counselor, with providing CBT counseling. So, what is cognitive behavioral therapy? Also abbreviated to CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy is a type of therapeutic approach where, as the counselor or therapist, we work with the client. In our case, it's students, working on changing their negative thought patterns to positive ones and connecting their behaviors and experiences to those negative thinking patterns so that they can learn to think more positively or change any negative thinking, catch themselves, and then change it to a positive thought with the knowledge and belief that positive thinking is going to help them feel better and then help their behaviors and help their outcome. So, for example, if you're counseling a student who has negative thinking patterns and then these patterns make them angry and they end up climbing under their desk or throwing things at their teacher, or eloping from the classroom, then working with the student to think about, catching themselves, having that negative thought, and then pausing, maybe taking a deep breath and seeing if they can change it to a more positive thought is going to really have a better outcome on the consequence and what's going to happen in that circle of thinking patterns. So here are some activities that you can use with your students to help work on these skills. The first is using videos. So I use videos in my counseling. I have different products that have lists of different types of videos. I have some that really have a good grouping of like 10 videos for teaching kids to change their negative thinking patterns to positive ones and why that's important. After I do a video activity with students, I may do like this worksheet, which is just a practice worksheet on having a few examples of a negative thought. And then at the end, I like the student to think of maybe one or two examples of a negative thought they've had in the past. If they can't think of any, you can just help them out a little bit with an example, even make yourself, the sample if they really are kind of being resistant to doing the exercise. And then this is Counseling Fanny Pack of Fun. So of course I have games. I have the positive thinking board game, which I can tell you I used twice just last week with some students. One was an individual session and one was group. Students really like these games. It's really a simplified way of bringing up questions, having fun, and kind of engaging the student in the activity. So I'm a big fan of games, and that's why I make them for myself and sell them on my store. Other activities that you can do with your students are art activities. In this one, it's 50 positive affirmations. And the students can go through them. You can print out some. You don't have to print them all out if you just have a group of like 5. But it is a good activity to do with a whole class if you're doing like social emotional learning with an entire classroom. And the students can pick their personalized motivational phrase and color it. And then I like to have them glue it to a piece of construction paper, and then I punch holes at the top and put a string on or a pipe cleaner and make it like a little door hanger or something that they can take home to their bedroom or have in their desk that can help motivate them and remind them to think positive thoughts during the day or when they're doing homework at home. There's also the Positive Thinking Superheroes play. And this is an activity that I created for a special day classroom of special education students back maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, who there were a few kiddos that were just having all these negative thinking patterns, and it was leading to a lot of aggression. So what I did is I wrote a little play and I had them act it out, and I video recorded the students that I counsel do the play, and the students had such a fun time doing the activity. And then I sent the video to their teacher to show the whole class, and it was really a fun activity. It comes with some worksheets of like reflection about what the student did when they were having negative thinking versus when the positive thinking superheroes came. and saved the day and taught the student about having positive thinking instead of negative. So I did not post the video on YouTube. It was just a video of those students for the classroom, but it kind of really makes a fun counseling activity when you get to use video recording and media and stuff like that. You don't need to do this activity. You can just read the play and then have the students do the worksheet. But making the video was part of my plan of doing the activity with my counseling students. There's also this positive thinking presentation, and it just kind of goes through, it has like a bingo game that goes with it to help students really pay attention to a PowerPoint presentation that is all about positive thinking and why it's important, how to do it, how to change negative thoughts to positive ones. And so this can be used with a whole classroom even, or just with like individual students to kind of go through some of the main points of changing our thoughts to positive ones. And then finally, on this YouTube channel, I have a game that I created for a student with negative thinking patterns and like low self-esteem. And it's called the Positive Thinking Game. And it's just a video that is available on this YouTube channel. So if you look in my videos here, I'll try to leave the link directly so it can just click right through to it. And it's an activity that you can use with a student in counseling that kind of goes through picking choices. So the student was given a scenario and then given 3 choices, and 2 were kind of negative ways of thinking about the situation, and 1 is a positive way. So you just ask the student, which one was the most positive way to think about the situation? So these are just a few of the activities that are included in my CBT bundle in my store. When you buy bundles, you save a little bit of money, but if just one of them looks good to you, then I'll have all the individual links below in the description. And have a great day. Bye, counselors.